Siren sounds on nuclear fallout embedded in melting glaciers. Vienna, Austria. Radioactive fallout from nuclear meltdowns and weapons testing is nestled in glaciers across the world, scientists said Wednesday, warning of a potentially hazardous time bomb as rising temperatures melt the icy residue. For the first time, an international team of scientists has studied the presence of nuclear fallout in ice surface sediments on glaciers across the Arctic, Iceland, the Alps, Caucasus Mountains, British Columbia and Antarctica. 6-pound man-made radioactive material at all 17 survey sites, often at concentrations at least 10 times higher than levels elsewhere. They are some of the highest levels you see in the environment outside nuclear exclusion zones, said Caroline Clayton, a lecturer in physical geography at the University of Plymouth. When radioactive material is released into the atmosphere, it falls to Earth as acid rain, some of which is absorbed by plants and soil. But when it falls as snow and settles in the ice, it forms heavier sediment which collects in glaciers, concentrating the levels of nuclear residue. The Chernobyl disaster of 1986, by far the most devastating nuclear accident to date, released vast clouds of radioactive material including cesium into the atmosphere, causing widespread contamination and acid rain across northern Europe. 4 weeks afterwards, radioactive particles are very light, so when they are taken up into the atmosphere they can be transported a very long way, she told AFP. When it falls as rain, like after Chernobyl, it washes away and is stored as a one-off event. But as snow, it stays in the ice for decades, and as it melts in response to the climate it's been washed downstream. The environmental impact of this has been shown in recent years, as wild boar meat in Sweden was found to contain more than 10 times the safe levels of cesium. A mark we've left. Clayton said her team has detected some fallout from the Fukushima meltdown in 2011, but stressed that much of the particles from that particular disaster has yet to collect on the ice sediment. As well as disasters, radioactive material produced from weapons testing was also detected at several research sites. We're talking about weapons testing from the 50s and 1960s onwards, going right back in the development of the bomb, she said. If we take a sediment core you can see a clear spike where Chernobyl was, but you can also see quite a defined spike in around 1963 when there was a period of quite heavy weapons testing. One of the most potentially hazardous residues of human nuclear activity is americium, which is produced when plutonium decays. Whereas plutonium has a half-life of 14 years, americium lasts 400. Americium is more soluble in the environment and it is a stronger alpha radiation emitter. Both of those things are bad in terms of uptake into the food chain, said Clayton. While there is little data available on how these materials can be passed down the food chain even eventually to humans, Clayton said there was no doubt that americium is particularly dangerous. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.